Now that we got the domains added and we're collecting data, now it's time to configure alerting inside Cayosoft Guardian Protector. So the first thing you want to do is go to the configuration panel and then go to communications channels. And I already have some default ones set up, so we're going to set up a new one for this demonstration. So the first one we're going to set up is an Exchange Online communication. It knows that I already have one, so it's going to set up Exchange Online communications channels 2. And then what you need is a global administrator account inside your environment that will then be able to um, grant access inside of Entra ID. So I'm going to plug in my global administrator account and then going to run grant access. And because I've already have a signed in, I didn't have to re-sign back in, but you would probably get the prompt to log in with your global administrator, supply your password, and then even MFA if you require MFA. But I'm already signed in behind the scenes here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click next. The next thing that I'm going to do is I want to select the account that I want to send alerts from. Now, it has to be a licensed user, right? So select user account with that can send, right? Exchange Online and Microsoft Teams license. So let's go ahead and paste in our account. And again, we're going to have to grant access for this account. And as you can see, I haven't signed into this account, so I'm going to get that pop up. So now I'm going to sign in and we'll go ahead and hit next. And now the sender is going to be this KO alert at TSV on Microsoft.com. But then the recipients could be anybody, right? As long as they can receive email. It could be a distribution list. It could be just a regular email address. I'm just going to use my other account here because I don't have many accounts in my lab. So we'll just go ahead and set that up. And then basically we have that set in our environment. And then all we need to do is really hit next. So now I've configured Cayosoft Guardian Protector to be able to send from Exchange Online. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to set up Microsoft Teams as well. Again, I have an existing Microsoft Teams channel set up. So let's go ahead and add a new one because you can have multiple, right? So you can actually set up multiple channels. Why would you want to do that? Maybe you want to send high critical to one area and maybe medium and low to another area in your organization and maybe all of them to even another one. So it's very flexible on how you can set up your communications. So what do we need for Teams communication channel? Again, it's going to put in the channel number 2 because I have that default. But if this is your first time, it would just be channel number 1. You can name it whatever you want, by the way. Again, I will need a global administrator account. So we're going to just go through that same process here. And then basically we will grant access. So let's go ahead and grant access. I've already granted access with this account before. So again, no pop-up required. Again, you would get that pop-up initially in your environment. So let's go ahead and hit next. Again, we're going to pick an account that has Teams, right? A license. So let's go ahead and pick my KO alert. You could have a different account here. That's something entirely up to you. I've already logged in, so I didn't get that login prompt anymore. So I've done my initial grant. Microsoft knows I've already logged in with this, and Cayosoft does. So now let's go in. And now you need to specify a team, right? So here we could put in our Teams channel. I just happen to have a Teams called KO Alert. And then you also need to specify your channel, right? So let's go ahead and specify our channel. You can do mention team, mention channel, right? So go ahead and click those, hit next. And really, that's it. We basically set up Cayosoft Guardian Protector to be able to basically send alerts through Microsoft Exchange Online and Microsoft Teams, as well as you get in-portal alerts. Next, we'll talk about how to kick off the initial threat assessment and how you can use our threat technology. Stay tuned.